Hit the like button. Goal on this live is 10 likes. We talking boxing, man. We actually got some boxing to talk about. You know, no hating, no crazy stuff. You know, we got the weigh-in for the Teofimo Lopez versus Rolly Romero title fight going on tomorrow. And guess what? Our favorite troll, clout chaser, KEYSHAWN Davis got a fight. You know, he's getting like a title shot. You know what I'm saying? It's a regular title, but I mean, man, even with that regular title, man, you can go back to Norfolk and walk out with a belt, and they're gonna look at you like the champ. You know how many years like Keith Thurman had that same belt, that same exact belt, and everybody just viewed him as being the real champion, even though like Floyd had the WBA, and then even when Floyd retired, it took a while for them to even promote Thurman. I think he got promoted to the full champion in the Danny fight or something like that. You know? So, I mean, this is a title fight with Jack Catterall. And you know what? I am starting to think that Top Rank want KEYSHAWN to lose. You ain't re-signing the contract, and they trying to like max out whatever they can make. I mean, he's fighting on the undercard, so it's not really like they selling the event. And how much you think they gonna pay him for that fight against Jack Catterall for the regular title? I mean, it's got to be higher than a million, right? Because a million seems like what his minimum. But that's a tough fight, and it's for a belt. So what you think they gave him? I mean, for undercard of, that's a huge fight card. I mean, with Fury versus Joshua, you know, that's a really, really big fight, man. You know, it's gonna be a lot of eyes on that fight. But you know, how much would they spend on uh 15-0 fighter fighting on a undercard? What up, Amal? We talking boxing, man. You watch boxing? I'm great. I'm doing great. Hit the like button. Goal on this live is 10 likes. I like likes more than I like comments. That let me know that you really like support me. You know what I'm saying? And don't just like need somebody to talk to. You feel me? Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. I'm full. I had a good meal. I made baked chicken, some brown rice, and corn. You know what I'm saying? It was delicious. For some reason, like my baked chicken is starting to come out better and better. I think it's cause like, what time is it at my place? It's 8:36 p.m. You know, I'm finna roll up. I probably shouldn't roll up because it seems like y'all like to hear me talk like more when I'm like, when I'm not smoking, when I'm like normal. You know what I'm saying? But damn that. You know, we gonna get through these 60 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We gonna smoke some. But I ain't gonna drink today though. You know, I'm saying that before I smoke, cause it seemed like that weed be like the gateway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's actually 2:36 a.m. in Germany. I've been to Germany. I went to Kaiserslautern back when I was in the army. K Town. You know what I'm saying? That was like, when was that? About like 2002 or 3. 2003. Yeah, earlier in 2003. How was it? It was nice. It was nice. Like it looked like I don't know. I almost feel like I'm in a was in like a movie from the 1950s or something in a good way. You know, like I don't know. Everybody's polite. The birds aren't scared of you like they are here. The white women love black men. But it was a lot of like the way the buildings is like structured. I remember it looking just like classic looking. It didn't look futuristic like a city like New York City or Phoenix or LA. But it was still like nice, you know. And the beer was great. You know, three of those Hefe Weissens or Crystal Weissens, whatever you call it, you know, and like you sloppy drunk, you get a 6 pack and thinking like, oh, I'm finna get drunk tonight. And 2.5 of them, and it's over. Knocked out. And that's the 20-year-old me knocked out after like 2.5 Hefe Weissens. Are you in which city? I said Kaiserslautern. Kaiserslautern. However you say that. But yeah, it's been a long time though. You know, real long time. A lot of stuff done happened since that time. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff. You know, fell in love. You know, fell out of love. Fell in love again. Got married. You know, fell out of love. You know, got rid of her. A lot of shit didn't happen, man. Matter of fact, I ran into my ex-wife. I call her my ex-wife, but we never really finished the divorce. But you know, we've been separated for like 15, over 15 years. You know, so yeah, a lot of stuff done happened during that time. One of the things that happened since that time, you know, like is I started a boxing channel on YouTube. You know, not this one. You know, like back in 2015. You know, it had a decent little following. You know, and I've been doing it ever since. You said go to sleep, have a great day. All right, man, good night. You have a nice rest of your night. Thanks for stopping through. You know, I appreciate you. Yeah, I started a boxing channel. And I like talking about boxing on the boxing channel. You feel me? I mean, it kind of sounds like I'm being sarcastic. Good night. I'm being sarcastic in a way. I'm kind of am. I'm trying to get the conversation back to like what I'm trying to talk about. You know, if you're not a boxing fan, you know, still thank you for the like. And you know, and attention. You know, because we all need somebody to talk to, right? That's why we on here. Yeah, definitely. If you're not a boxing fan, if you up in here, can you shout out my boy Kia? Nah, no. Hit the like button. Goal on this live is 10 likes. How you gonna come in here asking for a shout out? I can't get a hi. I can't get a how you doing? You know, I'm trying to get the conversation to boxing. Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you hit the like button? Can you shut STFU? Shut the up. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't hitting no like and you ain't talking about no boxing, then you know what I'm saying, you can like take a back seat. It's just like, is that Coolio over here trying to like be disruptive or something? Y'all don't want me to get around to talking about boxing? You know? I was kind of excited getting on here to talk about some boxing. Rolly Romero and Teofimo Lopez. That's why I gotta like, man, I hate that I'm lazy, man. But you know how that go. You're not getting paid to do something, you ain't gonna never do it right. Cause I need more boxing fans over here, man. These few random people that the YouTube be bringing into my live stream, man, that don't even be constructive for the channel or the live. They're not boxing fans, so you know, it'd be better off talking to myself and uploading a video, you know, and just saying how I feel. Get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Now you blocked. Now I can have 0 viewers. And I don't want to be friends with everybody. Come in here asking for a shout out and counting my viewers. You know what I'm saying? That's my viewers. Shit, I don't know you. I don't owe you nothing. I don't even owe you a conversation or an explanation. Hold that block. Now, you didn't hit the like button. You come in here asking for some first comment. So we done talking to each other in life, unless you make a new account. If you that thirsty. Now, so now it can be 0 viewers. How about that? Count that. Fuck nigga. You think I want like a million followers that ain't boxing fans that just need somebody to talk to? When I come here to talk about boxing, 11 minutes into the video, we still ain't talked about what I'm trying to talk about? You think that's what I want? You thought wrong. I'd rather have no comments, no viewers. Because you know what? It's the same thing if I'm sitting here and I fucking stare at the wall talking into my phone like, oh man, hey, they have the Rolly Romero and Teofimo Lopez weigh in. Hey, Rolly look locked in. You know, he looking way bigger than Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, I think he just lazy. You know what I'm saying? He look like he's still a 140-pound fighter. I think he might feel a difference in these weight classes. That's why Shakur Stevenson don't want to move up and fight Devin Haney right away, because he's not a full-fledged welterweight, and he know that it's gonna be different. You know, like you see, it's the same thing. Whether it's 0 viewers up in here right now, or if I sit here and stare at the wall and talking to my phone and then upload it on the internet later. What's the difference? I mean, the difference is I get a little bit of instant gratification now, don't I? But look at the instant gratification that I get. A bunch of people that need to shut up and not say nothing. That's what I get. Can't make no good content like that. It's only like about 5 boxing fans that just follow my channel that used to follow it back in the day anyways. Now, that's why I gotta really like make content, but I don't feel like it. I'm lazy. Pay me. Man, they can't even pay me enough to deal with you clowns no more, man. I'm glad I'm on disability. I'm a disabled veteran. And I'd rather be a disabled veteran than be a boxing YouTuber. Hi. I'd rather be on disability than be a boxing YouTuber. Nigga, you just said hi. Hold on. 1 minute. Shut the fuck up. You just said hi. What is you saying hi again for? You want some attention? Call your mama. Shit. Yeah, that's what being a boxing YouTuber is consists of. Being mad that you don't get fights and arguing with trolls. Fuck up. That's to put my foot down and establish some dominance. When you come up in here, don't spam my shit. Don't harass me. You already ain't talking about boxing. Don't say hi to me. Just respond to what I'm talking to, or be quiet. Y'all making me feel powerful now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I gave you the 60 seconds. I want to still give you a chance to come back. You know, but if you don't come back, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But if you do, then you know who's in charge. Try to disguise like being friendly, like disguise trolling with being friendly. Man. Yeah, man. I'm getting too old for all this, cuz. Arguing with trolls, being mad that I don't get fights. I'm really like just enjoying the sport of boxing, like, you know, without making money and feeling like I got a job, full-time job. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just enjoying the sport just to enjoy the sport. And just trying to get on here and talk to like-minded sports fans. That's all. You know? That's it. You know? But I don't want to talk to y'all if you're not a boxing fan. I'm sorry. I'm prejudiced. You know, I'm prejudiced. I don't give a fuck what you got to say if you're not a boxing fan. You clicked on a boxing video. You seen some boxers in the video, right? And there's some boxing going on. You know, there's a big fight tomorrow. You got Rolly Romero, 17-2, with like I don't know how many knockouts, going against Teofimo Lopez, who got like he got 2 losses. He lost to Cambozo and Shakur. You know, but he got a lot more wins. You know? And I wanna talk about it. Do I pay mom rent to live in her basement? Dude, I'm in my living room. I pull my dick out right now and walk around this whole house. What is you talking about, bro? If you want to diss somebody, I mean, at least like, you know, make it like an honest diss. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how old I am. Talk about my nappy hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in my living room, not a basement. I'm the only one that live here. I pay my own rent. Yeah. Hey, when they can't use the truth against you, they'll make up lies. They'll make up lies. That's what they'll do. Yeah, talk about me being old. You know, talk about my hair. Talk about me being fat. But all that mother's basement, that's cap. I'm trying to help you out. I'm 43, and I'm short too. I'm 43 years old. I weigh 203 pounds. I'm only 5'8". That's a lot of ammunition right there. I'm short. I'm overweight. I'm old. I'm nappy-headed. Let's start there. Fanny. Oh, man. What's up, Fanny? Shit. Here we go. No, yeah, here you go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 5'8". How tall are you? How tall are you? Did you just face palm me with the 5'8"? You just a hater, ain't you? Look, I'm the same height as Clarissa Shields. How about that? You know, and she's tall for a girl. Even 5'7" is tall for a girl. I guess I'm kind of short. You 5'10". Well, good for you. Good for you. Here's your cookie. I bet you I can still knock you out. Bro is not tough. Yo. What? Yo, come on, man. Okay, look. See, now I gotta unblock this dude, man. I should have just timed him out, but he coming over here. Let me see. We're gonna unhide the user from the channel. Okay. Okay, let's see. Alright, we're gonna unhide him, but he come up in here, we gonna time him out. You hating on my height? Nah, you hating on my height. He not tough for sure. So you tougher than me? We gonna have this type of conversation. Cause like we can just turn the comments off. You know what I'm saying? You telling me I'm not tough? Look, what am I trying to convince like strangers on the internet like that I'm tough? What? You gonna convince me that you tough? How you know I'm not tough? How do you know? Bro, you tough as fuck. Dang, you don't wanna have a convo, sheesh. You come up in here hating. You just face palm my height. You wanna argue, don't you? Appreciate it, Baker. Thank you. Disabled veteran, thanks for your service. Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, the country thanks me too. They kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? Long as I don't do fucking drugs, they fucking take care of me for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Even if I do drugs, just don't let them find out. You know? Travis, I told my friends about what you said about my job. Oh yeah, brother, I was trying to talk Canelo on you, time me out, but we good. You trying to talk now? Not cause you come up in here hating. You know what I'm saying? Asking for shout outs and hating. You know what I'm saying? You told your friends what I said about you. That's how I feel. Whenever you down to talk. Look, all of this hating. Look, ain't nobody bulletproof. You know, like, nah. But a person can only take so much. We 22 minutes into the video. After a while, you face palm my height, Fanny, cause you 2 inches taller than me. When I'll knock the fuck out of you. Even if I was 60 years old and 5'8", I'll knock the fuck out of you. I'll beat you into your head until you die. With your fucking 2 inches. So what the fuck is you talking about? Face palm that. You couldn't do nothing with me. Yeah, you was hating. Five eight. Ain't like I said 5'5", 5'4". But I bet you I could beat your ass. Yo, chill, bro. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. 60 seconds. You just got up in here. Ain't nobody talking to you. Get the haters out. Man, you one of them. Look. But ain't nobody bulletproof. Like, a person can only take so much to the point where it's just like, well, this live is just not gonna go nowhere. And you can't even just go back to what you was trying to talk about. You feel me? Maybe I need to smoke first. You know? Like before I go live, horn dog. Serrano getting the knockout record tonight. Let me get my friends to join your live so we can get a solid 100 people up in here so you can spit. That's a lie. And you steady counting my viewers. So you a hater too. You steady counting my viewers. And I just like blocked you because of that. And you steady counting my viewers. 5 minutes. Fuck you. 5 minutes. How many people you want, I got you. Ain't no way in hell you're gonna get no 100 people up in here. What? I was exaggerating. No, whatever. You lying. You watching the fight tonight? It's on YouTube and TikTok. Amanda Serrano, that's tonight. Why they keep on having these cards like uh on Friday, man? No, I'm not watching it. I mean, is anybody fighting good? I mean, Serrano was a name, but I don't even think she that good. Like, I think she I think AB a beat her easy. She easy work. I think AB a beat Katie Taylor. It's on right now. Search for MVP. They streaming now. Henry X edits. Hi. Now I'm not watching that. Like anybody else, any other names fighting besides Amanda Serrano? I'd rather talk about like the weigh-in for ROLLY and Teo, and talk about KEYSHAWN Davis's new opponent than watch like a card full of women. Cause you know if it's anything how I'm thinking it is, then you know they gonna try to make it like an all woman card or you know majority like that. And I want to see people get knocked out. And women don't be knocking people out. And a lot of them don't really got skills, man. They just like throw and throw and throw, and to win a round. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't really like setting up shots. Like AB, she set up her shot. She's a great boxer. You can see the skill, talent. Like Clarissa Shields, she's a great boxer. You can see the skill and talent. Like you can see it. You know, uh, Katie Taylor's good too. Shit, it's a few of them. I used to like Sanisha Estrada. She was my favorite. But she said she retired like a year or two ago. I want her to see if she ain't have had a fight. She said she retired like a year ago. But you know what? Hey, I heard the great. Oh yeah, salute to the mighty LDBC. Salute to the Journal 78 Sports TV. Salute to the chat. Rest in peace of KOD testimonies. But 78 Sports TV. He said he be saying like, because a lot of people think that Alicia Baumgardner looked better than Clarissa Shields, and like, but he'll say that like Clarissa Shields looked more feminine than Alicia Baumgardner, and I can see what he mean. You know, like Alicia Baumgardner without makeup, or even like if you look like zoom in real close to her face, I mean, she about look like a dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, her body is amazing though. Man, she crafted that thing to perfection. You know what I'm saying? I give her that. You know, I give her that. But she ain't really like all that, all that. I think like if you went in the gym and she was working out, sweating, and she ain't had no makeup on, didn't put none on that day, like, man, she looked bad, man. He right. Clarissa Shields do look better than AB in the face. She looked more like womanly, like a woman. But AB, she don't look like a man. She look like a tranny. Matter of fact, I can show you some trannies right now that look better than AB in the face. Don't make me do it. Cause then y'all gonna be like, damn, why you got trannies on speed dial? You know what I'm saying? You aren't Paul Jack shit. What? Estrada is married to Chris Mannix. Estrada, Jamal Harvey is on the card as co-main, and the other is a lot of women. I don't even know who Jamal Harvey is. You don't believe it? Nah, bro. Uh, you don't believe it? Well, look, I'm not finna like, I'm not about to prove, I'm not about to like help you your beliefs, cause that'll make me look worse than what it'll just then winning this argument. You know what I'm saying? To make myself look better, to look good, I would actually be making myself look worse by proving to you that like there's some trannies that I know look better than AB in the face. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, she a good looking woman. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like makeup does wonders for people, man. I will say that. And even like, yo, you gotta just stare at her, man. Look at her face, bro. Like, like she ain't. Yo, look, man. Okay, look, we gonna see. Uh, let's just search on Alicia Baumgardner, no makeup. Let's see, bro.
Yeah, I think it's comical.
Nigga, what the fuck you talking about, bro? What the fuck is you talking about? Look at this shit, bro. Man, that look good to you? Nigga, what? Come on, bro. What is you saying? She just light skinned. Yeah, yeah. Well, don't move the goalposts. You said AB is a good looking woman. I definitely would. And I'm telling you that she looked like a dude. And she don't. This shit ain't. She ain't shit, bro. It's a lot of regular chicks that look way better than that, man. I'm just saying. Light skin. I'm not trying to diss her. Yeah, of course you would. You probably ain't. I don't know if your name is Horn Dog, dude. You probably Coolio. Of course you would. Yeah, we all would. We all sitting here probably like in an empty room by ourselves and shit. Ain't had none in ages. Of course we would fucking put it in. Her body is amazing. I'm just saying, dude. She ain't all that in the face, bro. Clarissa Shields look better than her, bro. She got a prettier smile too.
Clarissa Shields, and that's people.
Look.
You know, the fight in London. Yes, it's O2. You know, she was lucky enough to have Mayor and I sell out that show. So that was Mayor and I's doing. But no, could never be a co-main ticker. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, man. Clarissa Shields kind of killing her, bro. And she got a look. Now her body is like more toned though. You know what I'm saying? I give her that. Clarissa Shields got a fatter ass. You know, but she's like got more curved and she, you know what I'm saying? She work on her frame a lot more. But some people like that fat sloppy ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause she really kind of like look like a muscular dude. You feel me? We would take Amanda Serrano over both of them. You tripping. You tripping. Let's see what Amanda Serrano. She ain't got no ass, bro. And she really don't look like shit.
I think it's comical.
Um, yo.
That's an interesting fight to me.
Yes. What? What is we talking about, bro? And that's with makeup on.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, you know, right now, I think for Alicia too, if the fight.
This bitch is ugly, bro.
Right now, I've been in the game for 14 years, 14 long years. Now it's.
I'm trying to catch her when she's smiling.
Enjoying it because we're getting what we deserve.
Puerto Rican queen. They all queens, bro.
Respected, and you know, if it makes sense, if it makes dollars, then it makes sense. And yeah, I mean,
I think Clarissa Shields look better than both of these chicks, bro.
Campaign in so many different weight divisions. I want to stay put at my featherweight. I worked so hard to be at this weight where I feel my best at. So.
But this she don't look like shit, bro. There you go. There you go, right there. That's mid for a Puerto Rican. Thank you. Thank you. Mid. Look at Claire's Baumgartner. She got a good little smile. She showed them teeth. You don't really see how ugly she is. See her down there? You just see light skin and good teeth. But yeah, that's definitely mid for a Puerto Rican. Because there's some bad Puerto Rican that's killing the game. And she ain't got no body either. Um, yeah, bro. But yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with boxing, bro. Yo, okay, is we gonna smoke or we gonna talk about let's talk about Sky Nicholson is bad. Who is Sky Nicholson? Is that a boxer? Before I look it up. You gonna have me looking up porn stars and stuff? You would take Romantis to run over both of them? Hey, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't take her over either one of them. But if we get, but those three right there, it's kind of hard to pick, bro. Like, I would probably take Alicia Baumgartner. She's the best looking female boxer. Sky Nicholson. Sky. Cause like her body is just too irresistible. Like, it's too hard to turn down. Damn, bro. What about Tam T-Bolt?
Who's your Mount Rushmore of boxing? So the four faces you see as the faces of boxing.
Oh yeah, she is pretty. There we go.
You can't include yourself.
Maybe one day.
Oh yeah, she real pretty. Yeah, for sure.
Now I would say
Muhammad Ali.
Mike Tyson.
This is a
Manny
hard
Pacquiao.
Both of them look good. She don't even look like she a fighter. Damn. Is she undefeated? I'm gonna have to keep like my eye on her. Yeah, she prettier than all of them. Not just cause she white. She just like got really good features. You know, the real girly look. She's not like she don't got that manly shit going on that all three of these girls we talking about pretty much got.
Who's your Mount?
She about to look as good as the one that's interviewing her. Oh, look at this steel frame right here. Look at this. That's her in the middle, I guess. But that's not a good picture of her. But I don't know who Tam T-Bolt is. Like cool, but not much body. Sometimes that's all you need is a pretty face. Like which one do you like more, face or ass? Because like I used to think that was a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Until like somebody like helped me realize what it was. Cause I always thought like a pretty face like is trumps like a nice body, but it don't. You know what I'm saying? Like the woman with the fattest ass in the room is the boss in that room out of the women. You know what I'm saying? You can think this woman's beautiful all you want, but like when that woman walk up in there with that big fat perfect round juicy ass, your eyes is gonna be on her ass more than it's gonna be on this pretty woman's face. See what I'm saying? So I would have to take AB over all of them. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, now Clarissa got the fattest ass out of like these four that we've been talking about, but it ain't like toned to perfection. You know what I'm saying? She got a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? That grown woman on her. You feel me? She could probably like trim some of that down. Nah, she probably wouldn't. She'll just develop muscles in her legs. I don't think she'll be able to like get. You can't lose no weight in your legs, but you can tone them up though. Yeah, she'll just be looking like she on steroids if she get to working on her legs too much. Cause she already thick and then they be muscles popping out of them. That'll look crazy. That'd be crazy, bro. Just think if her legs was like Mike Tyson back in the day. You know, Papoose like that extra cushion. I bet he do. I tried to hit it. You know, hey, you can't win the lottery if you don't play. You know what I'm saying? Uh, aim high. Think big. You gotta think. You gotta think anyways, right? You might as well think big. Shoot or shoot. But yeah. Invited her to a fight. Thought I was doing something, and she wasn't gonna show up. But I still tried. 40 minutes in, we ain't really talked about the Rolly Kingsley Safaro just joined, but I'm going to bed. I'll fall asleep to this live, no homo. Yeah. Uh. Okay. It's been a while since you joined one of my lives live, and then you just come up in here and say like, I'm going to bed. Yeah, because we talking about women and they bodies and like they face and stuff like that, and we already know like, what you mean no homo? Man, you's a yeah, man. We love you, Kingsley Safaro. Rolly get knocked out tomorrow? Nah, he definitely not getting knocked out, bro. He definitely not getting knocked out. You know, matter of fact, uh, look, this whole time I was thinking that like, you know, Teofimo should have this. You know what I'm saying? 40 minutes in, we finally got to it. All right. But look, this whole time I was thinking, you know, Rolly, Teofimo got this, man. He's a far better boxer than Rolly, and da 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 da. He beat Lomachenko. He beat Josh Taylor. You know, two fighters that I would never really expect Rolly to be able to beat. You know, but with that being said, he beat Lomachenko at lightweight, 135. Now, he beat Josh Taylor at 140. I don't even think that he really outgrew 140. Honestly. Could possibly be fighter of the year. Rolly's face during face-off was convincing. It was. He's locked in. Definitely. Rolly's face during the face-off was convincing. The way he's carrying himself, he is focused, and he's way bigger than Tio. Like I said, Teofimo, like he just moved up just to make another big fight. He didn't outgrow 140. He'll fuck around and get knocked out and then say, and fire his dad and then move back down to 140. You know? 30% better now that he is champion. He's been getting better. Like, that slow pace that he beat Ryan with, I don't know if he gonna be able to, like, do that against Tio. You know, like, Tio is, like, real fast. You know, and he got some pop in his punches, but, you know, you moving up in weight, bro, and he looks small, man. All it takes is just one good shot, you know, like get hit one good time, and it changes everything. You know what I'm saying? It changes everything. You know, and that's what happened with Ryan Garcia. You know, Teofimo Lopez, Rolly's yellow short bus rider. He's becoming real likable though. Remember, Tio was dropped by Cambosos. Anything is possible. Yeah, he was dropped at lightweight against Cambosos. Hey, after seeing that weigh-in, I don't really know. I don't really know who I'm picking to win. You know, because I was picking Teofimo until the weigh-in, and like Rolly looked like extremely confident, and he looked really strong, really big. He about looked like Kell Brook. Kell Brook, you remember how big Kell Brook was? Kell Brook was bigger than Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? And like Rolly looked that big, bro. Even at the weigh-in, before they rehydrate, they did that live. That wasn't no like they weigh in the morning and then they come and weigh in. Like, man, that's before he rehydrate, bro. Like, come fight night, Rolly might be like way bigger than Teofimo, bro. And then what? And he's the one that's been at the weight longer. He's like, is it any harder punchers at 147 than Rolly? I like that storyline. Loses and fires his dad. Yeah, fuck him, right? Clarissa Shields want to fight Rolly next. Yeah. Hey, if she think that she can do it, then I think that she can do it too. You know what I'm saying? She know that she's a better boxer than Rolly. You know, and she don't got manpower though. Cause she know that Rolly is whack. Rolly has always been whack. He just was good enough to beat Brian, so now we gotta start taking him serious. And look, okay, and now I mean it seems like a lot of people are going for Rolly just because they like Rolly more, you know. But we got to remember, Rolly got knocked out by Pitbull. And he was all over, got knocked all over the place, man. Little short, 5'4", 5'5" Pitbull. That was a really good win for Pitbull, man. I mean, if Pitbull can do that to Rolly, like, man, what Teo can do? Teo should be able to. Yeah. Teo should be, unless he was like weight drained or what, some kind of excuse. She don't have that much power. He's like a zombie pit bull. I used to like Teofimo a lot back in the day, like when he was coming up. Like his performances against like the elite fighters ain't really, it's been kind of give and take. You know, like you beat Lomachenko, then you lose Cambosis, I mean, you beat Josh Taylor, but you lost to Shakur, and then it's like, you know, but when he was like coming up and he was fighting bums, you know, or like just overmatched, like, you know, tailor-made opponents, man, he was looking good, man. Just bouncing in, just throwing his hands. You know, hey, but what else did y'all see at that weigh-in, man? Because look, not only did I see that, like, Rolly was way bigger, he looked way more confident. And this whole time, even like during some of the interviews, I'm looking at Teofimo, and it's looking like he's trying to gas himself up. You know, like he's trying to still convince himself that he can do it. You know, like that he still got it and that he's going to win. And he's trying to like, you know, he's trying to put winning in his mind like it's not already there. Like it's not a short thing. You know, when I'm looking, and then especially during a face-off, when you're looking at Rolly, he's looking like, yo, if I have to kill you to win, I'll kill you. T.O. is looking like, he's looking almost confused that Rolly believes that he can beat him. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. It's kind of hard. Like, hey, if I wouldn't put no money on it, on this fight. T.O.'s sister even wanted to fight. He actually lost to the whole old man he fought, but Mayweather Promotions robbed the old dude for roles, and they never gave that old dude another fight, which is like the biggest tragedy. Because, of course, you know, Rolly's the name, and you don't want him to lose against that guy. But they should have gave him another fight against another name. Like, you know what I'm saying? He would have been getting knocked out by somebody. But, let's see, whatever happened to that guy? He definitely didn't fight on, like, no major network, because I would have saw it. Okay, let's see, man. So what happened to that dude real quick? Just real quick. Barroso. This guy right here. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, he did get another opportunity. He knocked out O'Hara Davies in the first round. What? Yo, look. Y'all remember O'Hara Davies? After he lost to ROLLY, he got a fight with O'Hara Davies. That's a dude that got in Floyd Mayweather's face and told Floyd Mayweather that he would beat him. And Floyd was with his security and he was trying to punk him and stuff like that. He knocked that dude out in the first round after he lost to ROLLY. Damn. Then got knocked out again. Man, he went out bad, bro. So Barroso did get another opportunity. Then they match him. Then they put him in there with an undefeated fighter and then get him knocked out. But see, look, he got another couple paydays from that ROLLY fight. See what I'm saying? And now he's finna fight some bum with like twice as many losses as he got wins. All right, well, at least he got a couple more paydays. So that make me feel better about him being robbed by like in that ROLLY fight. You know, boxing gotta like look out for the guy. You know what I'm saying? He like his YouTube channel. He got a YouTube channel. I'm gonna have to check him out. Let's search him on YouTube so it'll be in my history, so I'll remember. Man, I can't believe he got knocked out in the first round by the old man. That's crazy, bro. How old is this dude? Matter of fact, he looked like he don't even got his age. Oh, cause he ain't fought in 2 years since he got knocked out. He look old as hell though, don't he? Shit, yeah, he was catching ROLLY by surprise. I think this is gonna be a blowout win for Teo, maybe 10-2 or 11-1. I don't know, bro. Hey, it's kind of hard to say Teo's gonna get knocked out because he's never been knocked out, even though he's been dropped before. I don't know. Hey, if my life was, I don't know, bro. If my life was on the line and they put a gun in my head and they say, if you get this wrong, I'ma kill you. I would pick Teo. I would pick Teofimo Lopez. But after looking at that weigh-in, I'm not quite sure, bro. ROLLY got knocked out in sparring by Greg Hackett. ROLLY got knocked out in sparring by Teofimo Lopez. But that was a long time ago. Did y'all hear about that? That recently just came out. See, while y'all driving trucks and doing all of that stuff, man, yeah, I'm over here knee deep in the game. You know, paying attention to what's going on. So, like, sparring don't mean nothing, but I didn't know about that. Okay, well, check it out. Let me see. Just so you ain't got to take my word for it. Where is that video at? I should have watched it when it was there. Did somebody tell him? Where is it? Oh, yeah. Look. Yeah. Let's go straight to the. Let's go straight to the knockout. Damn it! You ain't finna watch this whole fucking shit. Okay, here we go. Well, I ain't seen him get knocked out. But he was getting work though. Why did he say knocked out? Oh, okay. Well, he didn't get knocked out, but this is the title that I saw. Say Teofimo Lopez knocks out Rolly Romero. Leaked sparring beatdown, volume 2. You know, I didn't never watch this video, but he said it for more views. You see, and then here I am repeating it. You know, without even watching the video, just clicking on just seeing the title, and not even clicking on the video. You see how like misinformation get like, you know, spread around. Misinformation get spread around. But you said that might happen again. But I don't think they sparred in like 7 years. 6 years. He will again tomorrow. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think like Rolly gonna knock him out. I'm picking Teofimo to win by decision. But I really kind of feel in my heart that like Rolly's gonna knock him out. You know, and pull off the upset. In my mind, I'm picking Teo. My heart says Rolly. But you know what? Like a wise man once said, you know, when it comes to a decision between your heart and your mind, always go with your mind because your heart is stupid. Get it? Your heart don't got a brain. Your mind do. See what I'm saying? So always go with your mind. But you wouldn't lay bread on that KO. I wouldn't lay bread on a decision on Teo either. His first fight at 147, he's going against what, like arguably the biggest puncher there. You know, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. We gonna have to see. Rolly's so like wild and you know, like it just it's easy to hit him. You know what I'm saying? But Tio ain't gonna be able to go the whole fight without getting hit. And we don't know how he's gonna react to those punches. I mean, pillow fist Shakur Stevenson was able to keep Teofimo Lopez off of him. Pillow hands. You know? He wasn't running up. He was staying back and getting outboxed. I mean, William Cepeda put up a better fight than Teofimo Lopez did. He was not walking through Shakur's punches. Now, Shakur is a lot more accurate than Rolly, but he gonna get hit way harder by Rolly than he got hit by Shakur Stevenson. Even if he went like 3 rounds straight before he catch like one clean hard punch. I'm just like, I'm not sure he's gonna be able to like take that power that good. I think he lazy. He been rich for a long time now. Remember when he tried to like take that fight over to Triller and like it fell through and then he had to go back to Top Rank? You know, like that was a long time ago, bro. That was well over 5 years ago. So he's been a millionaire for a lot of years. I don't even think he outgrew 140. I think that he should still be at 140. But you know, when like a fighter lose a fight, then you know you got to come up with a reason. I think he just moved up in weight, just being thirsty for another big fight. Like when he ain't even outgrew the weight. You know, he took a loss at 140, and he ain't even like put on no muscle, man. He still looked like the same 140 pounder just fighting at 147. He might not even be taking Rolly serious. He lost most of his money in his divorce, though. Tank had to be on the back foot against Rolly and be cautious. Yeah. Shakur is a master of distance and counterpunching. He made Tio think. I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna stick with my pick, but I think that I'm gonna be wrong. You know, I kind of just want to go with Rolly just because I want him to win. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like seeing the weigh-in. You know, I'm kind of thinking that, you know, he might actually be able to, he might actually do it. But that's just kind of like a spur of the moment type of thing. If you wrong, then you got to own it. I'm going to own it either way it go. But, like, this ain't no good way to pick. I mean, okay, look, put it like this. I'm just, whoever I think the fans is going to win that fight. That's who I think is going to win. I ain't gonna say I think Rolly gonna win, and I ain't gonna say I think Teofimo gonna win. I'm not gonna pick a winner. You know, before I thought Teofimo was gonna win, before I saw the weigh in, and now I don't know who gonna win. Shakur make people reevaluate their careers, yeah, and start arguing with their daddy too. Shakur make people reevaluate their careers and argue with their father. You know how good that had to make Shakur Stevenson feel for like you know, to see Teofimo and his dad like going back and forth trying to figure out like what the problem was. It was your fault. No, it was your fault. No, it was your fault. When in reality, you was never gonna be able to beat Shakur. You know that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who was in your corner. It could have been Emmanuel Stewart in your corner. Like, yeah, yeah, man. I don't know. Emmanuel Stewart for one training camp, he might be able to help him out. You know, but other than that, hope it's a good fight. Shakur ducking Debo. He wants to fight Ryo instead. He's ducking Debo because, like, Devin Haney is a full-blown 147-pounder now that's strong and trains all the time. And Shakur Stevenson really could still make 135. You know, Shakur Stevenson understand that his weight class is for a reason. And like he said, if you don't want to meet me at 144, then wait till I come up to 147. And you can't really be mad at that. I mean, we saying that fighters ducking like fighters that's in higher weight classes now. That's not really fair. You know, shit, that's not fair. He's at 140. You know, and Devin don't want to meet him at 144. They lied. You know what I'm saying? They lied. I'm just being neutral. You know, I'm not on nobody's side. All I know is Bill and Devin told Shakur 144, and Shakur kept saying 144, even though like they was acting like they was agreeing to come to 144, and he kept saying it even though they said yes, and then come to find out they weren't willing to come down to 144. Devin said he would go to 144 too. Bill and Devin did. Because I remember reading the tweet. I'm subscribed to like all of their tweets. Bill, Devin, and Shakur. Like whenever they say something on X, like it automatically hit my phone. And Devin like bluntly said that if I come down to 144, do we have a fight? And Shakur Stevenson responded with nothing but yes. And now Devin and Bill, they don't want to go to 144. You know, they was bluffing. You know, and now Shakur is like, oh, if you don't want to come to 144, then just leave me alone and wait until I come up to 147. You can't be mad at that, man. You can't be mad at that. I mean, look, do you really want to see Devin Haney drain himself and then lose? Or you want to see both of them at their best? What up, 2Cs? KEYSHAWN, though, straight ducked him. Hey, how much you think he's finna fight Jack Catterall next? I'm willing to bet that he is gonna get like the same $2 million that he was offered to fight Devin Haney. Well, he was offered $3 million first, but then the purse bid and he was offered $2 million. So I'm willing to bet he's getting like $2 million for that fight. At least 1.5. But yeah. So he might lose. KEYSHAWN didn't need to fight no Devin Haney anyways. That's not a good fight for him. This ain't a good fight for him either. I think Top Rank want him to lose. Nah, he definitely getting more than one because that's like his minimum. He could fight like a bum and get one. And I think he got like 1.5 for Jermaine Franklin. You know what I'm saying? But so what? He's getting at least 1.5 for Jack Catterall. And then for like the regular title on this big ass card, he's getting at least 1.5. You know, no way he's getting less than 1.5. You know, when he's getting like, you know, $1 million to fight Albright. Yeah. Yeah, they both said that they was gonna go to 144 though. And then they changed it up. Then Bill Haney started like trying to shame Shakur because he wanted the 144 and start calling him 144 pound champion, da 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 da, and like, you know, backing away from the 144 and trying to embarrass him to come all the way up to 147. You know? Why not take the Haney risk though? If you win, he's making $10 million. Shit. Nah, not that fast. But that's stupid. It's a guaranteed loss. You know, okay, look. I don't even know how he's going to be able to win this fight right here. You know, that's going to be a tough fight for him, Jack Catterall. You know, I mean, I'm definitely like looking forward to it, but y'all think he can pull that off? I mean, he's looking good. He's a young buck coming up, but Jack Catterall got a lot of experience, man. That's like, he gonna look so stupid if he lose that fight, bro. You know, man, I know he ain't getting the $3 million that he was offered to fight Devin. You know. But like I said, bro, like, I think Top Rank want him to lose. I'm starting to think that, you know, like, he don't want to re-sign. I think he got a fight or two left with Top Rank, you know, and, like, since he don't want to re-sign, it seemed like they trying to send him off with a loss, you know? Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to fight Jack Catterall for $1.5 million, yeah, you might as well fight Devin for $3 million in a bigger fight. He probably lose both of those fights. Do anybody think he can beat Jack Catterall? Gonna do some dumb shit, get himself disqualified. Hey, do y'all think, like, I mean, he's a 15-0 novice, bro. Think he beats Jack but loses the deal? I hope so. I hope so. I gotta do like some more homework on Jack Catterall. I think I only seen like a couple of his fights. I think I've seen like the Josh Taylor first fight where like what he should have won. And there was another fight of his I saw. I seen the last fight that he had too. It's a few of them, but it's like it's not a guy that I've been. Can he beat Norman Jr.? I don't know. Some people say that Brian Norman Jr. would knock him out. Yeah, he like from 140. And he ain't even really like knocking everybody out there. I mean, he barely got the stoppage at the end with Jermaine Franklin, whatever that dude name is. You know, but like, shit, Albright couldn't do nothing with him. He still could knock him out, and he was hitting him with everything that he had. So now you going up to 147. I don't know, bro. We still don't really know how good he is because he ain't really fought nobody. I mean, well, he fought. Yeah, he fought Jermaine Franklin. He's fighting somebody now. They kind of like still building him up. I don't really think that's a good fight for him. I don't know. Yeah, we just gonna have to see, bro. You say he knocks KEYSHAWN out easy. He was looking sharp his last fight too. Then he became born again, but nobody believes that. Uh, oh, KEYSHAWN. Yeah, man. I hope he don't lose, bro. But hey, some people might want him to lose for ducking Devin. You know, you don't want to fight Devin Haney. And like I said, I think like Top Rank want him to lose. Cause look, these are the options that they offering him. You know, damn, Devin Haney, Brian Norman, Jack Catterall, like all extremely tough fights. Those are the fights that they want him to be in. It ain't no more like, and he ain't even got 20 fights yet. You know, why can't he fight like Regis Prograis type of fights? He fighting fighters that got like a lot of motion going for him with just 15-0. If he escaped that Top Rank contract, you know what I'm saying, undefeated, you know, he the man. He made it, but it ain't gonna be easy. For shit show. Definitely not gonna be easy. I want to see how he gonna beat Jack Catterall. You know, cause I don't believe the hype. I just see like a 140 pounder that's coming up. They got a big mouth. That ain't like as accomplished as Catterall. Is not as experienced as Catterall. You know, he just talk a lot. Who will sign him? I don't think Zuffa will. Hell yeah, Zuffa will sign him. Why not? He's a name. Zuffa will sign him. DAZN, anybody will sign him. You know? I mean, it's not gonna look good if he lose. Yeah, if he lose, man, he gonna spend like the next 5 fights like trying to like make up for it. You know? Then they might keep putting him in tough to see like, you know, if he got it or trying to gauge where he at. But yeah, Jack Catterall's world class though. Uh, wouldn't that be a better like? Wouldn't it be better to lose to Catterall than to Brian Norman? Or no? Let's see. Cause let's see, man. Let's check out Brian Norman Jr. Boom. Okay. He only got one loss on his record. A Debo Dev. See, like Brian Norman Jr. don't really got like no standout names on his record. He knocked out a bunch of bums, you know, and random names. He ain't really beat nobody. But yeah, well, of course, you know what I'm saying. of course, like Catterall would lose to Devin Haney. Now look at Jack Catterall, man. Well, okay, here go O'Hara Davies. Look, he beat O'Hara Davies. He beat Josh Taylor arguably twice. He beat Regis Progress. You know what I'm saying? Uh yeah. And he got the experience of being in there like, yeah, look at this. We got 35 fights. And he's southpaw too. How many southpaws have KEYSHAWN fought? They moving him along like pretty fast, bro. I think he should have re-signed with Top Rank and like, got easier fights. Cause like I said, man, I think the reason that they putting him in there tough because they know that he's trying to leave. So they trying to maximize like the amount of money that they can make off of him. You know, because they can make big money. They could have made big money with the Devin Haney fight. With KEYSHAWN. They could have made big money with a Brian Norman Jr. fight with KEYSHAWn. You know, that would have had a great build up. But now I think they just flipping them. Since by having them fight Catterall, it's probably a situation like Eddie Hearn offered Top Rank $2.5 million for KEYSHAWN to fight Jack Catterall, and they gonna give him like $1.5 million or some shit like that. You know. Probably some situation like that. But I'm sure they would have much rather him fight Devin Haney. Hey, wouldn't you want a fighter to lose? Let's say if you made somebody a millionaire, right? They became like rich and famous like under you, and like they asked for a big fight. A big fight that you can make a lot. You can make a lot of money from. That's what I heard too. That Jay Prince takes 30% of his purse. Look, whatever you got to pay your manager, you sign to pay your manager. That's your problem. Pay your manager. He might not have got to where he is today if he wouldn't have signed that contract. See what I'm saying? We might not even be talking about him. He might not even got his Top Rank contract. I mean, Jay Prince was the one that got him the mandatory, with the WBO for a fight that he asked for. He got him a title shot and $3 million. So, you got to pay what you got to pay. You can't sign a contract, make a deal, and you all good with it now when you ain't nobody. But when you become rich, now you got a problem with a deal that you signed. That's not like it ain't our job to be worrying about something that he did. Like it wasn't no gun to his head. Well, hopefully. Cause Shicey just put a gun to like his CEO head. And he wanted out of the contract and made him sign it. But you say like Tank Davis what? But yeah. Let's say if you got a fighter, right? You done made them rich and famous. And then like they ask for a big fight and you say, okay, well we can make some money off of that fight. And then you offer them a very good, lucrative offer, and they say no, and they don't want to re-sign with you. You know what I'm saying? They want to leave you. Now that they a millionaire. Like you be looking at them like, okay, I'll put you on the shelf. Or I'll just try to like make as much money as I can make off of you while I got you. whether you win or lose. You know, and I think that's the situation. He probably should have signed again with Top Rank. You know, cause like, fighting Devin Haney, fighting Brian Norman Jr., fighting Jack Catterall. Those are all like tough fights, man. It's too much. He shouldn't be having those type of fights being a 15-0 fighter. Yeah. He should be trying to like bring Regis Prograis out of retirement. Maybe even like somebody even older than that, like they got a name, you know, Brandon Rios type of fighters. You know what I'm saying? I can't really think of too many. Adrian Bronner. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Maybe even try to get, I don't even know if he'll be able to beat Sean Porter even now. Like, see, that's another tough fight. I'm just saying, like, easier fights than these guys that's young and fresh on a streak. You know, even though Brian Norman lost to Debo, but still. Yeah, like, but hey, man, we had tuned into that. If, like, Adrian Broner can commit to 147, you know, like, and he'll make it to the fight. He can make the weight if he lock in. Even he can fight Blair to Flair. Cobbs. He makes more streaming with that Dean clone. Yeah. Yeah, so he probably won't come back to boxing. He tried to quit drinking. He only made it to 7 days. With his locked in a thon. But yeah, I'm just saying KEYSHAWN need those type of fighters, man. You know, but like I said, you don't want to sign a contract again. You trying to leave. So let's just make what we can make while we can make it. I'm not saying that they they might want him to lose, but secretly, but they probably just trying to like make what they can make off of him while they still got him. And they'll make like more off of him, matching them against these like big name fighters. These tough fighters. You know. Hey, Virgil Ortiz is back to the same BS that he was doing at 154. Like how he called out Boots and then immediately started saying that he want to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence is his dream fight. So now he moving to 160 and claiming that because he want to be a champion, right? They froze him out of all title opportunities. And now he's saying that he want to fight Jermell Charlo. But Jermell Charlo is even saying that he's not fighting Virgil Ortiz. He's fighting Tim Tszyu. So what is Virgil Ortiz talking about? He's doing the same shit that he was doing at 154. And I'm sitting here looking, I'm doing homework on all of the champions. I'm like, okay, they say Laura turned down the fight because he got a fight pending. Fight pending. Whatever that means. You don't got to fight, but you don't want to make the fight. Got it. Cause you either got to fight or you don't got to fight. But that's what Laura said. He didn't want to fight. 43-year-old Laura. Denzel Bentley, he say he a promotional free agent. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he got to fight. He's trying to fight like some other Liam. Some shit. The black dude at 160. I forgot which. I think he got the WBO. But he a promotional free agent. Like he could fight Virgil Ortiz. He's open. He's free. You got the white boy McKenna. And who else? You got Carlos Adames. You don't want to make that fight. You don't want to risk Virgil Ortiz losing. You said KEYSHAWN should fight Manny Pacquiao. Man, ain't no way in hell he will ever get that fight. Like, He ain't a big enough name to fight no Manny Pacquiao. He ain't got no belt. He ain't no name yet. Fundora's sister would beat Clarissa Shields. Now you got jokey jokes. Ain't his sister like real small, fighting at one of those lower weight classes? Yeah, I see how this should be making me want to drink, bro. Swear to God. We gonna have to cut everything short. Not the show, but I mean like, if you're gonna stop drinking, you gotta stop smoking. Cause I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. Now I want to go to the store and get a beer. You know? Then I'm gonna just get the whole package. We gonna just get the whole package. We gonna get the bottle, the beer. You know what I'm saying? Pop. Yo, I just put $100 in my account, right? I was negative 88. You know what I'm saying? I was negative 88, but I did just eat though. I'm still kind of full. You know. But and I put 100 in there, so now I got like 12 in there. But it work against me because like I can go a negative 130 with no penalty. See what I'm saying? I know next week I'm gonna make like 240. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got my cousin owe me 80. I'm gonna make like 160. That's 240 without my check. So that's really 240 I got to spend. You feel me? It's just not like cash in my hand yet. So really, yeah, you already know, man. We part of the Lions Den boxing community. You know, salute to the General 78 Sports TV with that his old ass fight, man. And you probably could whoop my ass now. Who knows? He might have always been able to whoop my ass. You never know what people can do, man. But he been working out. Nah, salute to the General 78 Sports TV. You know, you never know, like, realize how hard it is to get in shape until you get older, man. And he 5 years older than me. He did it. He lost that weight and he got in shape. That boy, he trying to live. I ain't showing no signs that I'm trying to live. Hey, bro, throwing up, drinking still. mm. 7 ain't looking healthy. Yeah. The best deal is a 22-ounce beer is usually 2 for 1. See, now he telling me about the best deals. We gonna have to go do this, ain't we? It's looking like we gonna do this. Cause if we do this, we gotta do this like today and not tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's nighttime. It's 10 o'clock. Oh my God. We walking down the street. You look better now with more hair and beard. You look better now with more hair and beard though. Said it was 6, but get the 22-ounce cans. They are cheaper. No, I'm gonna get like a tall can of Modelo and a half a pint of Cavassier and a pop and a Coca-Cola and like fucking talk some shit. You dig? But I probably shouldn't, man. Y'all some bad influences, man. No, I'm just playing. But yeah. Salute to the John 78 Sports TV. Them was jokey jokes. I don't want to fight that man. I wouldn't fight him even if y'all try to pay me to do it. Like, Unless he told me like, yo, man, yo, we gotta get this money. I know, like, whatever, man. You a meat rider, but nigga, meat ride and get this money. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, okay, all right, man. You know, throw the fight. Don't even fucking just lay down as soon as I hit you one good time. Or just eat like 10 of them bitches. And then they run in and stop the fight. It's Friday night. You deserve it. Man, I drink every day, man. Well, not every day. I don't think I drank yesterday. Did I? Yo, them 20s be adding up, man. You smoke, vape, and drink alcohol. Oh, yeah. Yes, I definitely do. And I don't work out. And I eat fast food all day. I wonder if 7 8 back to smoking weed. Cause like, you see how I just started like, I just completely lost track of what we was talking about, and start talking about like smoking and drinking and like fighting, you know, instead of talking about like KEYSHAWN and all of them. You know, like he be doing that shit sometime, and I be sitting there like, hey, now he talking about basketball. Now he's talking about this. Man, what happened to the boxing talk? You know, he like distracted. So, oh no, y'all be people be distracting him. Y'all be doing that to me. Yeah, and then you sometimes you just forget what you was talking about. Like if I'm talking about Keyshawn Davis and somebody bring up like Andy Ruiz, then I mess around and be talking about uh Andy. It's the general though. Yeah, it's the general. Yeah, look, he can do whatever he want to do. I salute. You know, even if I never make no more money on YouTube, you know, like I still made like over 50,000. You know, like from donations, it was like 20 in donations. You know, and then I had like from my AdSense over the 2 years that I was monetized, and like he inspired me to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? He inspired me just watching him like do his videos. You know, like with his thumbnail and talking behind the video, like shit. You know, that was enough. Just like I learned how to pee from watching my cousin. You know, like I didn't have to be potty trained. Like my cousin went to the bathroom and peed, and then I just like went behind him and took my diaper off and peed in the toilet too. See what I'm saying? So I did the same thing with 7 8 Sports TV. Remember T, have a night. Go get yourself a little burger too. A little burger is wild. I just ate like some corn and some brown rice and some chicken thighs. Uh, get yourself, but remember TG in Los Angeles. What was your Gunru to Skid Row? Oh yeah, from Gunru to. No, it wasn't from Gunru to Skid Row, man. It was from Gunru to LA. See, you trying to like troll. I'm gonna go to the store, man. So I can get drunk and talk some shit. I'm gonna get on a. I'm gonna stream though. Y'all gonna have to follow me on over there. One of my streaming friends just came up in this live like an hour ago. Well, half an hour ago. You know, uh, I'm surprised a lot more of them don't be coming over here, but yeah, that's what we gonna do. LA was wild. Hell yeah, 'cause I got the. I mean, I made a lot of money there. You know, like. But then I started like partying too hard there. You know, getting too fucked up there. And so, and I seen a lot of shit, man. Seeing people get murdered and shit. You know, with a fucking assault rifles. Yeah, that shit crazy, man. Motherfuckers getting jumped and robbed, getting knocked out. You know, with their head in their phone. Where my other shoe at? That's what I'm walking around looking for. There it is. Motherfuckers walking down the street with their head in their phone. Niggas just walk up and punch you in the side of your head and knock you out and take your phone. Cause the cell phone repair place will give you $100 cause just for the screen. You know what I'm saying? Or give you 20, 50. Hey, kill you at the bus stop in East LA. Black dude. Hell yeah. All right, man. What we gonna do, man? Now we in fiend mode. You gotta remember that. We running out the door in the middle of the night to go get some alcohol because we can't take it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let me off the hook that easy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take accountability for my actions. You know? Cause like I ain't in the best of health, man. You know? I'm in my 40s drinking alcohol. You know how many years I've been doing this shit? I don't never get locked up. I think getting locked up is like a good thing every now and then. You know what I'm saying? We need that Modelo. We need that. I need that. See what my eyes looking like. We walking down the street. Like, we need to know what we looking like. Damn, see? Eyes rarer than a bitch. Don't be looking like no lick. Don't be looking like no lick out here. Don't be looking intoxicated either. I hate to be like, because, you know, don't nobody want to see a black nigga walking down the street at 10 o'clock at night nowhere. I don't even want to see a black nigga walking down the street at 10 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? Like me walking down the street, I do not want to see a black man walking on my side of the street, you know, at all. So, shit. Let's try to make this like as easy as possible. You know, if y'all cross the street when y'all see me coming up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even mad at you, bro. You know, I ain't even mad at you. You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, if you lock your door, you know how like white people be wanna like lock their door before you get close to them. You will hear, hey, you did what you had to do. I'm across to the other side. Yeah. Maybe I need to cross to the other side too. Shit. Cause that applies to me too. I can get got. All right. All right, y'all. Hopefully we concluded the show. You know, we talked about everything we need to talk about. I'm gonna have to go and do some homework. I ain't making no prediction for the fight. I thought Teofimo was gonna win until I seen her weigh in, and now I don't know. So I don't want to go either way. Maybe I'll pick a winner tomorrow, like before the fight. And I'm not sure if KEYSHAWN gonna win that fight. We're gonna have to do some homework on Jack Catterall. I'm gonna watch some Jack Catterall tape so I can see like how this fight gonna go. But yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. I'm Travis Gotti. Thanks for tuning in to Travis Gotti Boxing. Like, subscribe. Know how you handle the heat in Phoenix, Arizona. Drink a lot of water, man. You gotta drink mad water. And like you can't be outside longer than 30 minutes. like ever. 20 minutes is too long. As soon as you come out that door, that shit just like overwhelms you. It surrounds you. You feel me? Like you feel it. You know, like when you open that oven up and you feel that heat coming out, that's how I feel when you walking outside. You can't be out there that long. And you need to like, you safe though, you know, because it's like ain't no bad guys out. They trying to find some shade. You know what I'm saying? They ain't walking down the street looking for somebody to rob. Just like in the wintertime, they not walking down the street looking like for nobody to rob. They looking for shelter and warmth. Yeah, they looking for shade. You be walking, I remember walking down the street. I might have even been on a scooter or something. And I had to stop and get like underneath a tree to get some shade. Like, and even I stopped and got like a whole like slushy and drank the whole thing. Swear within like 10, 15 minutes after I ran out, I was back like dehydrated. That's what it feel like to be outside in 118-degree heat. It's ridiculous. You know, you don't want to fall out there by yourself. You know, you might not wake back up. So you got to be hydrated. You know, yeah. But yeah, I'm finna get up out of here, man. Travis got anything for tuning in. Travis got advice. Like, subscribe.